Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Toss play to the outside. Finding some room with the 25. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now they're running on the toss. They tackle him about the 14.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to chuck it again. Makes the ground. It's White. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Texas. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner is brought down. The field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's a quick grab. They'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game.
Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Longhorns churn out another first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Here's the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off on some nice positive yards.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it first and long. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw it again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And, Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed, but you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, had a chance at another interception. Couldn't quite hold on. But it's going to be 4th down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
We've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Receiver makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
caught behind the line. It's White. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he released. Fastball's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
When he's got some space here. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. Offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking for a big play here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now the try here for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. Testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Got space looking for the end zone here. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it an 8-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. The shotgun running play call. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38. The Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he fires the football to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a score. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Humphreys. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 15 set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. You set it down to the offense. First and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Dogs will line up to kick it away. Running it back, it's Golden. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm.
Just a
touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas 35, Georgia 13.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Catch made on the right side. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas 42, Georgia 13.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Humphreys. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
49, Georgia, 13.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback to start the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Bringing pressure. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The shotgun handoff here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab down the middle. It's Ncaa. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 49, Georgia 13.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Having the RPO in your arsenal, you have to have a really talented quarterback, not just physically, but more mentally, making decisions. Does a really good job of keeping his eyes on his read. Linebackers and safeties give you enough room to hand it off, take those yards, and pick up a first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's past the marker and still going. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.